welcome back to the channel. My name's Lily and I am back performing at Flamingo Land. I'm going to be here for 3 weeks performing in the Halloween show. Now this is not the first time that I have been here and performed here. It's a really cool place and I always have a great time when I'm here. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to just go back and just tell the story of the contracts that I've done and the performing that I've done here so far. If you didn't know, Flamingo Land is a holiday park, a theme park and a zoo. It's a family run park and it's situated just between York and Scarborough. This will actually be my 5th contract here, which is great because it means that I have loads of friends here and each time that I come back, it feels like I'm coming back to family. So my story starts in 2017. Up until that point, I had only done abroad contracts, which I will cover in another video at some point. But in 2017, I had been invited to a couple of close friends' weddings. I really wanted to attend them, and obviously if I was doing abroad contracts I would not be able to attend, so I was specifically looking for work within the UK. Meanwhile, here at Flamingo Land they had opened up their big pirate ship just the year before that and they were looking for new performers to work on the pirate ship. If you haven't been to Flamingo Land or know anything about the ship that they have, it is basically a big pirate ship that is also a stage. So they had put out an advert for one of their auditions. They were looking for dancers and specialist acts. So I came and auditioned both as a dancer and with my aerial hoop. I was contacted just after that to ask if I would like to do the full season and I snapped that right up. It was absolutely perfect for me. I was within the UK, I was not too far from home, I was able to do dancing and aerial, so I was super happy. So during the season I stayed on site in the staff accommodation that they had as it was too far for me to commute. I danced on the pirate ship and I also did aerial hoop on the pirate ship. We did the pirate show 3 times a day and then in between we would do like walkabout sets. Sometimes we would do face painting or we would just chat to the guests as they came in. As well as being on the pirate ship here at Flamingo Land, they also have a facility for the people that stay on the caravan park and that provides really great entertainment, and they had full production shows. There was 9 I think that year, so as well as doing the pirate ship I also put myself forward to be in a couple of the production shows. So I think I did 3 of the production shows and they would happen in the evening. So that was what I was doing the majority of the season, and then towards the end of the season when the Halloween run started we also did a Halloween show which I think ran for 2 weeks and that was also on the pirate ship, and we also did Stalk in the Park which was a bit like a scare maze, so we would kind of be the scare actors and that was within the park and that was super fun too. So that was my first contract and experience working and performing here at Flamingo Land. It was really fun. I absolutely loved the whole season. It was very intense at times. During the peak times we would all work quite a lot of hours. I made some really great friends while I was here and a lot of those friends I'm still very good friends with today. I loved staying on site because again all of my friends were just down the hall. We did lots of meals out and socialising, so all round it was just a wonderful experience. So at the end of the year we were all asked if we wanted to do a second season. I did consider it, however I wanted to do other different things. I wanted to continue on with my aerial journey, so I decided not to do a second season. I would have liked to have done maybe some part-time work here, but I just lived too far away to be bobbing in and out all the time, so there just wasn't really a role that fit right with what I wanted to do, so I didn't choose to do a second season. So the next year Flamingo Land had decided that towards the end of the year, instead of doing a Halloween show, they moved the show from the pirate ship to the R1 outside big stage, and they decided to put on more of a circus style show, and that was called The Greatest Show. So for this show they wanted an aerialist, so they contacted me asking if I would be interested in doing the 2-week full run of a show every day, and I was super excited to be asked about this because I really wanted to do it, and a lot of the people that I'd done the full season with were still here, so it was great for me to come back and see everyone that I hadn't seen and people that I was really close to. Getting to do this show on the big outdoor stage was really fun. It was a great production, everybody really enjoyed it. It was wonderful, there were so many elements to it and it was such a great little contract where I could just come and do 2 weeks, and again I stayed on site, so it was really great, amazing experience. I really enjoyed that. So the year after that they stayed with the full production on the big outdoor on one stage, and they actually reintroduced making it more of a Halloween show, and they put on a show called Fear Fest. This again was a really great show and it was super fun to be part of. It kind of had like a rocky Halloween vibe. There was lots of different dances, a little bit of like character-y style stuff. There was dancing, acting and a few illusions in there, so a really great all-round wonderful production to be part of. And I had lots of fun again seeing all the people that I knew that were kind of in this area. They actually extended the Halloween run that year and they actually did it for just over 3 weeks, so it was perfect for me. I came, I stayed on site again, and then after the 3 weeks was done I went back home again. So that then brings us up to 2020 when the pandemic was happening, and they did still do a Halloween show. They were able to because it was an outdoor show. There was a lot of things going on with tiers and things at that point. That year I didn't do the Halloween show that they did, so they actually did an illusion-based show that year, and they had the dancers involved in that as well. I've seen little snippets of it and it looked like a really great show, but obviously they had no need for me in that show. So then the year after that was 2021, and they did an Alice in Wonderland theme show, and it was a little bit of a Halloween theme as well. Again, it was on an outdoor stage. It was starting to look like that was going to be a thing every year, and it was just over 3 weeks again as well. I actually didn't stay on site that year because during the pandemic they had actually lost the staff accommodation, but they did provide accommodation for us just off site. The theme for this show was super fun. With it being Alice in Wonderland, there was loads of space for creativity and there was lots of elements to the show. I was one half of the Tweedledee and Tweedledum duo, and I actually did some duo aerial hoop with another aerialist and one of my friends, and we also did all the dance routines as well. So that brings me to this year, 2022. I was super stoked to be asked again if I wanted to do the Halloween show this year. It's a bit of a smaller cast this year, so the show is actually really quite intense. We're all pretty much on stage throughout the whole show. If we're not on stage, we're either prepping or getting changed backstage, getting our breath back, but it's been really fun. Again, it's just over a 3-week run. I'm currently staying, as you can probably see, on site in one of the caravans. They were really lucky to be able to secure one of those this year. The theme to the show this year is like a rocky 80s vibe. It's more like a live concert, and they have a live band on stage, and then they've got the dancers, aerial, a little bit of fire, so lots of elements to it. Again, the music's super good. Everybody seems to be really enjoying it, so it's a really fun production to be part of. So currently we have the show up and running, and I'm really enjoying it. We've finished with rehearsals, so we're just settling now. We've had some really great reviews from the show, and I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks. I actually have my parents coming to see it later today, so I'm really excited to see them and for them to see the show. I will be filming a few bits while I'm on contract here, just because it's a cool place, like I said, so keep your eye out for those. I really hope you've enjoyed this little waltz down memory lane with me here at Flamingo Land. It's great just to kind of put everything into a video and show you a few snippets of each show. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you next time.